predictions week, where we head out west.
This looks great.
To see if the Chiefs and 49ers can defend their division. Reminder, these predictions are in stone, and they will be used fairly and unfairly to justify how brilliant or foolish we are for a full year. Here's where we stand now in the AFC. Let's see the predictions that we unveiled yesterday. This is a busy graphic, Dusty. You were correct. Nick, you have the Bills going to.
And I have six spots available still.
Yeah.
All my wild card spots.
Brew, you only have 3 spots available. You are allowed. I checked the bylaws.
No, don't you
to
dare.
change one of these out.
No, he's not. You
Yes.
just said they're in stone.
Till
no,
Friday.
he is not.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's called prediction day or
Friday?
prediction week. Till Friday.
Okay.
No.
Oh my
no.
gosh.
No.
All
Can I
said was
say
okay.
something in all seriousness?
I didn't say I was changing.
Wait.
I said okay.
No, hold on.
I don't need to change.
Okay.
I'm happy for you,
Good.
Nick, that
Good.
you got.
No, I don't need
you got
to,
a little
but I
leeway.
need to tell you something. Buddy.
Yeah.
I love you, and I don't want the show to break.
Yeah.
There are certain things that are not executive decisions from the leader of the show that can just be said on a whim. They need to be discussed. And whether or not you can actually change your predictions after making them
Especially
during
don't get
predictions
screwed that
week,
long. It is in the bylaws.
and doing that is not something, to be fair, you can do unilaterally. I'm just letting you know.
I appreciate the input.
Look at this guy.
But he's dismissing it.
Take it away.
All right, so what are we even doing in the AFC West? Number 4 in the AFC West, the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, no.
No quarterback. I don't know that letting the players pick your coach is a great idea. I just don't. Listen, I'm not saying Antonio Pierce isn't going to be good. It's just I would have done a little more of my due diligence there. Also, here's a sneaky thing I don't think many people realize. The Raiders have a second place schedule because they finished second place in the AFC West last year. So they were not good enough to have that type of schedule laying out for them. And it seems like a lot of people feel like Devontae Adams is going to be traded. And oh yeah, by the way, the curse of Kermit. They're a 5-win team. Number 3, the Denver Broncos, who I don't think are going to be as terrible as other people. And I'm here to make a bonus prediction during predictions week. Bo Nix is my number 1 draft pick of every quarterback in the league to trick Kevin Wildes into thinking he's good.
Wow.
I think Bo Nix is going to have a very Mac Jones rookie year without the playoffs type of season where he is already at his ceiling and Wildes like, look at the numbers. What more do you want from him? And I'm in here saying he's actually not that good and you're going to love him. I believe that's going to happen. Sean Payton won 8 games last year with Russell Wilson. So I think that the Broncos, I don't love the talent, but I actually think they're a frisky adjacent team.
Wow.
Because I think Bo Nix is pro-ready, but he's almost likely already at his ceiling.
Yeah.
I think Sean Payton will get the most out of him. So I think they're not going to be terrible. Number 2, and the first wild card team I'm revealing, the Chargers.
Oh.
The Harbaugh bump, and they have the last place schedule. In a division with the Broncos and Raiders, they get the last place schedule. I don't know that Greg Roman's even going to care who the wide receivers are. I just think this team's going to win 10 games and make the playoffs. And so you have Jim Harbaugh, you have Justin Herbert, who, if the plantar fasciitis doesn't flare up, and you have a last place schedule, to me that's 10 wins. And then, of course, at number 1, the Chiefs. There is no obvious weakness. There really is no weakness. This is a 14-win team and a 1 seed. Show me the Chiefs, please. I hope the Chiefs are there. They're a 14-win team and the 1 seed. And since everyone knew I was going to say that, I'll give you a bonus prediction.
Oh,
I'll tell you the 3 losses. They lose at the Chargers early in the season, and that's like the Chargers are here moment.
Sure.
Then the Chiefs crush them later in the year. They lose at Buffalo because it's just the most, it's like when your big brother's beating you up and he lets you up for a moment, like, oh, I'm going to get him, and then they smash you again. So it gives them just enough hope. And they lose at home against Houston in December. It's right around Christmas. It's right after they play Cleveland. Cleveland beats people up. So those are the 3 losses for the Chiefs. Week 4 at the Chargers, Week 11 at Buffalo, Week 16 at home against Houston. They're 14-3 in the 1 seed. And Greg, there's my AFC West.
Okay. Well, we clearly know the number 1 team in the AFC West is the Kansas City Chiefs. When I look at these next 3,
Last year you had
I
the Broncos.
honestly believe that this can go either way. I actually am higher on the Raiders than probably anyone sitting at this desk. Wow.
Yeah, I would say. I think
So
that's
you
safe.
got them second.
I got them third. I don't have them second.
Not that high.
I mean, I got them second. I got them third, and we'll see. I believe because of Greg Roman and obviously them loading up the Chargers loading up with running backs, you're gonna see a lot of running game, and that's gonna help Herbert out. So I think that they'll be second, and the Broncos are gonna finish last.
Wow. How the mighty fall.
Brou?
Well, this is awkward. My number 4 team.
Oh, Brou. Great minds? Is this a great minds situation?
This could be a great mind situation. Number 4, the Raiders. Fun fact, Gardner Minshew last year made the
Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Did you, anybody, I mean, we knew that.
It's not bad.
I mean,
He's
Well,
not.
I mean, I know he was like the 8th alternate
he
or
is
whatever
bad.
it was.
He's not. His numbers are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
He's got an odd public persona, but he's sneaky good.
I'm with you.
Okay,
Ross.
do you think
Sneaky
hold on,
good.
what does that
Put
mean?
up
sneaky
do
good.
we
He's
think
a nice backup.
Yes, he's
that
a
can
great
have
backup.
a good month.
Yes.
As a starter.
That,
make
he
it
has that
go
is
out.
moments.
Okay, that's
He'll
it.
have
That is
moments,
the
yeah.
that analysis I 100%
That's
agree
what
with.
he is,
He's not
right?
one of the 25 best quarterbacks.
No.
So then he's not sneaky good. There's 32 starters. He's not one of the 25 best.
Sneaky good.
He's sneaky good.
What does sneaky
He's never
good
been able
mean?
to play an entire season.
Is he a
with
bottom
receiver like
7
Devontae Adams.
starter?
Oh, really?
That,
So you think they're going to have a great year?
No, I'm saying he's never had the
Him and
opportunity to
Devontae?
play with a receiver
If
like
he's
Devontae
sneaky
Adams for a
good
full
and he's
year.
got Devontae Adams.
that.
Since we got the end of the week, I might change.
Go ahead.
All right, so
Broussard.
at number 3,
Denver.
Denver.
Yeah.
I do disagree with you, though, on Bo Nix. Obviously, he's been great in the preseason. I'm not going to overreact. Guess who else was great in the preseason last year?
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett, yeah. And so, but I disagree with you, Nick, on that. I'm not so sure. Yeah, I think he could be a pretty good player. Like, I think he'll
Think he
play.
good?
Well, I think eventually he could be a nice, solid NFL quarterback starter. So I liked what I saw with Bo Nix. This is the only place we disagree. I got the Chargers, obviously. But I
missing the
seriously, yeah. And I was torn, and Greg knows. I told him I was going back and forth between the Chargers and the Dolphins. But I went with the Dolphins, but I might regret this one. I just don't like you mentioned, the receiving core. I mean, it's completely depleted.
Yep.
I know they got the running game, and Herbert, he's a tough guy physically, so I think he can come back and play with the injury even if he's still hurt. But I think they need a little more explosiveness for the offense. And I do think Harbaugh is going to improve that defense, which has been bottom 10 in the league basically the last 3 years. But I got them barely missing the playoffs. And, of course, the Chiefs. 14 wins, that sounds about right. Look, you know I was high. I was high on their receiving core. Now, of course, Hollywood Brown is hurt. Hopefully he'll be back pretty soon. Xavier Worthy's got to stay healthy because when I look at the other guys, I'm just not.
Rasheed's excellent.
But is he going to be, with everything that happened off the field, is that going to be in his head? That could mess with him a little bit.
So I think that, if he's not suspended in the next 2 days, I think, maybe I'm wrong, I think he then knows that this is something for a year from now. And so to me, whether it should be like that or not, I'm not, again, making value judgment on it, I'm just being honest. I don't think that'll impact it.
I don't either, because sometimes this is what players do. They use the games as a reason to compartmentalize all that's going on outside of life. So for me, I don't worry about Rashee Rice.
And the wide receiver room's so deep, we could cut 2-time Super Bowl champion Kadarius Toney today. Any other teams cut a 2-time Super Bowl champion?
You just added Juju.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, well, Juju's going to be great.
I mean, Juju, by the way, will be good. He won't be great. But here's the thing. I don't even know if he'll be active on most game days. But when he plays, he'll be in the right place, and Mahomes will make him
He won't
better.
even be active on most games.
Yeah, but when he's there, he'll
I know, but okay, will you take a bet that Juju will not
have a big moment,
a Super Bowl touchdown? 100% good.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.